Alright, here we go into set 1. You Are Dead versus Immortals. Set 1, of course, will be taking place on Airfield. And the Immortals will be starting to the west. So taking a look at the western team, the Immortals right now, throwing a little bit of pings. It looks like they're kind of throwing random pings around the map, but probably what I'm guessing is they're going to go for that northern pass. I mean, that northern pass is probably the most easily defended and easily penetrable. Well, it's not actually easily penetrable, but you can afford to have engagements over there. And taking a quick look at their tank setup, the Immortals going for 4 heavy tanks, and 2 AMX-50s, 2 IS-3s, 4, and of course 1 AMX-13, a lull tractor, and a T1, and their opponents You Are Dead going for they really like those T69s. They went for 3 of them this time. Usually on these more open maps, they usually go for at least 3 T69s. I've seen them go 4 T69s actually once, but this time they're going for a little bit more of a heavier setup, going with, of course, that AMX-50 and, of course, a WZ-132 and a T1, I believe, going in. It's actually a WZ. It's actually OI-123 going in for some harass here onto Sirius. Yeah, Sirius taking a little bit of damage, but he'll be okay for now. And the Angel beats. Yeah, just lining up with his, of course, AMX-50, trying to get some sniper shots. That AMX-50 is a great sniping take, and Legacy Janet missing a couple of shots, but yeah, they really like that hilltop. They did actually send up both their T69s up there this time, and we could see an engagement quite soon. Unfortunately, Immortals did lose their T1 lull tractor, but it shouldn't be that big of a deal right now. I mean, of course, if this set does drag on, those T1s do become increasingly more important, but the series just taking a little bit of damage. Same with Blackhawk, actually, so they gotta be a little bit careful. Yeah, so a little bit more. They're really actually fighting for this hilltop, which is quite surprising, because a lot of times we see the teams fight for that northern pass, but this time, both teams are actually they're not fully committing towards this hilltop, but they are definitely making it a priority. And I believe it was Kitan who took a little bit of damage. He was kind of sitting in his base area, but getting a little bit sniped up, I believe, by that AMX-50. Yeah, Legacy Jana also up here. And yeah, so actually they have 3 T69s up here now. They did send one down to possibly support the northern pass. And Angel, taking a look here at Angel beats, with, of course, support from a T1. Yeah, so You Are Dead, what they usually like to do, at least from what I've seen, is that once they kind of whittle down their opponents and once they see an opening of the enemy defense, they like to just fully commit and fully on push and then just wipe out the enemy team. A lot of times what we see is they kind of engage from far range, and what they do is they kind of use their AMX-50s and their T69s kind of whittle down their opponents from a longer range, and then once they actually get one kill onto the enemy, they actually like to use that advantage and kind of snowball that into the upcoming firefight. And what they like to do is, once they get that initial kill, they fully commit onto the enemy team and just wipe them out. Yeah, so taking a look here at, of course, Team Immortals. Yeah, the Team Immortals do have a heavier tank setup right now. They do have 4 heavy tanks against only 1 heavy tank on the opposing team. You Are Dead do have those T69s, which is a great support tank, and it dishes out a lot of damage. But I mean, if it comes to a close quarter combat situation, I would have to give the slight advantage to the Immortals. But the Immortals are playing a little bit defensive right now. They have 2 of their heavy tanks. I believe they are the AMX-50s back kind of in their base. They're going to use those, of course, as snipers, and then those IS-3s are kind of in the front lines, probably going to take the brunt of the damage. So a couple of pings getting thrown down on that northern pass. They could be looking for a push here. Those IS-3s did pull back. They are actually regrouping in their base. They could be going for a northern push. We'll have to see how You Are Dead responds to this. You Are Dead, I believe they do still have a couple of their T69s up on the center hilltop area. And they're probably just going to keep them there. Unless, of course, Immortals fully push that northern pass, they will probably stay up there. And then once the Immortals kind of push on to to the You Are Dead team, then those T69s will be right there to back the You Are Dead team up. And the Immortals, of course, losing vision on the You Are Dead team. They did respot that T69. Yeah, that T69 is about 77%. So you should be careful. Those AMX 50s are still camped up in the base. So if they actually come out of cover, then they will get shot. So they are regrouping now. The enemy base. They did lose both their T1s, so they're kind of on the downside on that vision. Of course, You Are Dead pushing, actually slowly creeping up towards the Immortals base right now. They're really spread out. They love to do this. Yeah. So yeah, this is Brandon, I think.
Yes, Brandon.
Yes. It's actually our first time meeting.
Yes, it is our first time meeting. What's your name?
Andy.
Andy.
Yeah,
well,
nice to meet you. Yeah.
I did just get used to you guys. Again, I'm sorry that I'm here late. But what exactly is going on in this game so far? It looks like it's just pretty slow.
Yeah, it's pretty slow. I mean, it's a little bit faster paced than some games. I mean, I'm sure you watch a lot of World Tanks, and
yes,
you know that a lot of times these teams just like to camp. But I mean, You Are Dead, of course, they were our Season 1 champions, or the open season champions. This team right here, the team that we're looking at right now. And their opponents, they're pretty much a no-name. I've never seen them before, but they're doing fairly well this time. But I mean, the You Are Dead, it looks like they're creeping up right now onto the Immortals base, and they love to do this. Once they whittle down the enemies, they like to creep up and slowly surround them. And this is exactly what is happening now, just taking out one AMX-13 and doing a lot of damage onto the other members. Yeah, I mean, look at that. Like, the hit points on the Immortals team right now is just so low. They can actually full-on engage right now. If You Are Dead fully just pushes on into the Immortals base, they'll definitely win this engagement.
It seems like they have a bit of a better situation here, a setup here.
Yeah,
they have them kind of
definitely
surrounded around this little city area, you know. It seems like they're just kind of trapped in here, and they might, looks like they're going to try to move forward here soon enough.
Yeah,
take out the Immortals team.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, if you look at the mini-map right now, yeah, they're just completely surrounding the Immortals. I mean, the Immortals, they're just in a bottleneck, or they're not in a bottleneck, they're just, they're just completely surrounded, and they have nowhere to run. They're getting shots from every direction, and it's just going to be a matter of time before the You Are Dead team takes this.
And if I'm not mistaken, it is 7-4 right now, right?
Yes,
this
definitely.
is the situation here. Okay.
Yeah, this display is kind of hard to get used to.
Yeah, I mean, I have watched a bunch of World of Tanks, but still, it's hard to get used to.
Yeah, definitely.
Watching a bunch of different games.
Yeah, I mean, and the Spec Tank platform, it was patched, but I think there might be a bug or something, because usually when we have the Spec Tank platform, the colors on the team stay the same. But I think for this, when the recent patch came in, something might have changed, and now actually the colors switch whenever you change point of views.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So it takes a little bit getting used to, but once you kind of get the hang of it, it should be no problem. Yeah. So the You Are Dead team, yeah, still just kind of creeping in. Yeah. I mean, the thing is, they also have a 10 tier point advantage right now. So even if they just let the timer run out, they have this match, they have this set no matter what. So what they're doing right now is they're waiting for the Immortals to come out because they have to. The Immortals, if they just sit in their base, they're going to lose this set.
Yeah, it seems like a really dire situation for the Immortals here. You know, they only have 1:30 left, and it is 4-7 right now. So unless they come out from their little base here and do something and pull some kind of crazy stunt, I'm not sure exactly what they can do.
Yeah, the You Are Dead team, they're definitely in the in the driving position right now. They're just waiting for the Immortals to come to them, and once the Immortals do come out, then they can just easily pick them off one by one.
So again, just waiting here. Looks like this little light tank, right, is pushing up here and just poking in.
Actually, I believe your display is only one team. This display is actually the display that actually comes out.
Okay.
Yeah. So right now we are taking a look. We are at the point of view of the Immortals team. Yeah, and the camera's just kind of moving around. Yeah, if you look at the hit points on the Immortals, I mean, 55, 48, or 46, 80. I mean, all these tanks have taken damage, and a couple of them are pretty low. So, I mean, once they do come out, it's going to be easy wipeout. And we're only about 20 seconds left.
You think they're going to do something here, or just let the timer run out, or just?
They might just let the timer run out. I mean, the thing is, if they let the timer run out, they're going to lose.
Yeah.
So if I were the Immortals, I would just push out. You know, we're gonna lose anyway. Might as well just go out there and try and make something happen. But it looks like